Happy morning, dear students. Welcome to Science Online Learning. Children, would you like to know what every stuff you see around you is made up of? Yes, everything that you see around you is made up of something called as matter. So today in this video, we'll be learning more about matter, and you will come to know that matter is the stuff that everything is made of. First, let me tell you what is matter. Anything made up of matter occupies space and has weight. And matter exists in three states. They can either be a solid or a liquid or a gas. So what are the three states of matter? Solid, liquid state and gaseous state. So as you can see in this picture, solids have a fixed volume and a shape. So what is meant by volume? Volume means the space occupied by an object is called as volume. So solids have a fixed volume and also a fixed shape. But liquid, they have a fixed volume but they do not have a fixed shape. So as you all know, water or oil doesn't have a fixed shape, but it takes the shape of the container in which it is poured. But gases do not have a fixed volume or a fixed shape. And heating or cooling can make the matter change from one state to another. For example, when you take a cube of ice from the refrigerator, when you leave it outside, what happens? The ice melts into water. So you could see that solid changes into water to liquid on heating. Similarly, when you put back the water in the refrigerator, what happens? The liquid change back into solid. The water will freeze into ice cubes again. So this is how on heating and cooling matter will change its state. Students, do you know what matter is made up of? Yes, matter is made up of tiny particles called as atoms, and these atoms are very small and you cannot see the atoms through your eyes, and these atoms attract or pull each other. That means these atoms have a force of attraction between each other. So as you can see in this picture, the atoms are connected by one straight lines. Okay, these lines are force of attraction between the atoms. And students, do you know there are 114 different kind of atoms, and this table shows the different number of elements. And many years ago, many scientists have discovered that there are more than 115 kinds of atoms. So these atoms, they always join with other atoms to form molecules. So what are molecules? Two or more atoms join together to form molecules, and these molecules can be formed by same kind of atoms or different kind of atoms. So when molecules are formed by same kind of atom, they are called as element. When molecules are formed of different kind of atoms, they are called as compounds. So as you can see in this picture, He is helium. Okay, so helium is a atom, and you should also remember that helium is a gas. And this again picture shows two hydrogen atoms. So H stands for hydrogen. So two hydrogen atoms combine to form molecules, and the third picture shows a compound. So here you could see two hydrogen atom combined with one oxygen atom to form a compound of water. So H2O is called as water. Two hydrogen atom combined with one oxygen or atom to form water, which is a compound. And these molecules can be formed by same kind of atoms as well as different kind of atoms. So first let's learn about elements. So what are molecules of elements? So the substances that are formed by same kind of atoms are called as elements. So what are elements? Substances formed by same kind of matter. So molecule of hydrogen is an element, molecule of oxygen, molecule of chlorine is a element because they are all made up of same kind of atoms. Molecule of hydrogen is made up of two hydrogen atom. Molecule of oxygen is made up of two oxygen atom. Molecule of chlorine is made up of two chlorine atoms. So what are elements? They are made up of same kind of atoms, and these elements can be classified into two kinds. They are metals and non-metals. So what are metals? You would have learnt in 4th standard also that iron, copper, aluminium, tin are all metals. Then what about non-metals? Hydrogen, oxygen, nitrogen are gases which is present in the air. So they are all non-metals. And similarly, carbon, sulfur and phosphorus are also non-metal. Next, let's move on to molecules of compound. So what is molecules of compounds? When the substances are made up of different kind of atoms, they are called as molecules of compounds. For example, molecule of water is made up of two hydrogen atom and one oxygen atom, as you can see in the picture. So it is a compound. And molecule of hydrogen chloride is made up of one hydrogen atom and one chlorine atom. So it is also a molecule of compound. So remember, the molecules of elements contain same kind of atoms. Molecules of compounds contain different kind of atoms. Next, we are going to learn how matters change. So one kind of matter can change into another kind of matter through a process called as a chemical reaction. So when one kind of matter change into another kind of matter, we call it as chemical reaction or a chemical change. For example, burning is a chemical change. So what happened in burning? When we burn coal, the atoms of carbon from coal will react with the atoms of oxygen from the air to form carbon dioxide. So can you see, coal contains, the black thing is called coal. It contains atoms of solid carbon. They are all carbon. Okay, they contain atoms of carbon. They combine with oxygen from air to form carbon dioxide. So you can see this in this reaction given here. So the black atom is carbon atom. It combined with two oxygen atoms to form carbon dioxide. That is one molecule of carbon dioxide. So one atom combined with one oxygen molecule to form one molecule of carbon dioxide. So burning is a chemical reaction. So next we are going to learn about another chemical reaction called as photosynthesis. So what happens during photosynthesis? Carbon dioxide and water combine to form oxygen and glucose. So glucose is nothing but a kind of sugar. So glucose is a compound which is made up of molecules that contain carbon, hydrogen and oxygen. So glucose molecule contain carbon, hydrogen and oxygen. So just remember that. So in photosynthesis, carbon dioxide combined with water in the presence of light and chlorophyll to form glucose and oxygen. So children, today we studied about matter. So what is matter? Matter is anything that occupies space and has mass. And what are the three states of matter? Solid, liquid and gaseous state. We studied that solids have a fixed shape and a volume. Liquids have a fixed volume but they do not have a fixed shape. But gas, they do not have a fixed shape nor a fixed volume. Then we learned that all matter is made up of tiny particles called as atoms, and these atoms they join to form molecules. Atoms of same kind combine to form molecules of elements, and atoms of different kind combine to form molecules of compounds. And we also discussed about two chemical reaction. We learned that burning and photosynthesis are two chemical reaction. So children, thank you for watching this video till the end. It's time for you to complete your assignments now. Thank you. Have a nice day.